This video is about understanding and managing stress. Usually, when we talk about the meaning of the word stress, we think about something being pulled in the opposite directions or something being twisted in opposite directions. So whenever we're experiencing stress in a negative connotation, that means that we have a perception that we are pulled in opposite directions. There are two ways to understand stress. One is external and the other one is internal stress. So the external stress means that we perceive too many things as equally important and that we need to be in too many places, accomplishing too many different things, and we lose a perception of priority. So whenever we are stressed, the meaning of stress, that feeling of stress, is that we have lost the sense of priorities. In the external stress, we perceive too many things as equally important. So imagine a pyramid. That means that you're on the bottom of that pyramid and everything is equally important and sitting on your head, or you don't know where to look. But when you are good stress, that means you're sitting on the top of the pyramid, you know your priorities, and then you can look in many directions and you know what you need to do first and second and so on. So external stress means that you're perceiving too many things as equally important and then you need to prioritize. Internal stress means that there is a discord between your head and your heart, that you have impression that you have to go in two different directions. So for example, you want to start a business, but then you have to attend to your family. You have to provide for your family, but you're tired and you would like to go on a fishing trip. It means that you want to please your boss, but at the same time, you're doing something that is not in integrity with your values. So whenever we perceive that we are pulled in the opposite directions, we have internal stress, that our head and our heart are not aligned. So when you feel that, the message behind it is to recognize that you have to see these two things looking in the same direction. So as in a pyramid, you're looking at sitting on the top, prioritizing. When you experience internal stress, the message behind it is to look at what seem opposite, to see if you can find a common value to bring these two opposites facing the same direction. Once you do that, the internal stress will subside and you will be able to know what is most important in how to proceed. So a little bit of stress is good, but when we feel overwhelmed with being pulled or stretched internally, then we have to decide whether it's external or internal stress. If it's external, we need to prioritize what is important and think about the pyramid. When it's internal stress, we have to find a common value between the things we seemingly perceive as opposite. And then once we find a common value, all of a sudden these two things will be facing the same direction, and then we will know what to do about it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and it was about stress.